Well, another memorable moment was added to the Packers-Bears rivalry. A blocked field goal for Green Bay, winning 20-19 against the rival. Also, the Packers' first NFC North win of the season. I'm Dominique Yates. I'm joined by Ryan Wood. Ryan, let's just take it from there. Just what was your reaction when you saw the blocked field goal by Karl Brooks, and also what did he say in the locker room after this?
I was more surprised, and you were more surprised than they were surprised, because it's a 46-yard field goal. This is the NFL. The Bears had gotten into field goal range. They did what they needed to do, and you think at that point, this game's probably over. But internally, all week, Rich Bisaccia was pointing out flaws, weaknesses on this Bears field goal protect unit, especially on the interior, over the guard spots where the special teams coordinator was saying, look there, if you need a field goal block, that's where you can maybe get it. And lo and behold, it's Karl Brooks on the interior. He said that he got the tip of his left middle finger on the football. He didn't know he had enough of it when he first made contact. It wasn't until everyone was swarming. It's like, okay, they just won 11 straight, Dominique, and by the tip of his left middle finger. This is a team that just doesn't know how to lose to the Bears, and it's a Bears team, for goodness sakes, it does not know how to beat the Packers.
Yeah, but I guess it is really fascinating now because of that one small moment. It's going to be a replay that will be played for years to come when they talk about this rivalry. But now you look offensively, like I said, only scoring 20 points. Jordan Love had some good moments, threw an interception once again, but really the story of the offense, Christian Watson, with 150 receiving yards. He made some huge plays, and I guess that's kind of the unique thing about this offense. Different guys can contribute, but there are still a lot of things that they need to work on.
Yeah, Christian Watson's here to remind you that he is still someone with the potential to be a game changer in this Packers offense. He only got 4 targets today. He got 150 yards out of it. He hadn't had a 100-yard game since the regular season finale of 2022. It's been a minute, but when they needed him, and this is what the offense is with Christian Watson at his best. And this is why they've been so patient with his injuries last year, his inconsistencies early this season, not always being part of the game plan. They've centralized him because nobody on this offense breaks a game open like Christian Watson. 4 catches on 4 targets for 150 yards. As far as Jordan Love goes, Dominic, I thought this was a step forward. Now, he still had the interception, and it's still 8 straight games. Not a single game this season he hasn't thrown a pick. And this one was a killer because they were inside the 10.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah, right. That's points.
Yeah.
You got to take care of the football. But I thought his decision making was much better today than we've seen for most of this season. The pick that he threw, it was a good decision. Tucker Kraft was wide open. He just missed the throw. That's going to happen. You don't want it to happen, but it's going to happen for every quarterback. His decision making, he took the checkdowns today. He even threw the football away a couple times. Things that we haven't seen him do. I thought that was a step forward, something for this quarterback to build on.
Now, when you look at the defense, you posted on social media, probably the worst performance that they've had under Jeff Hafley. They found a way to get it done at the end. They had a 3-and-out, which led to a touchdown for the Packers. So they did some things here and there. They didn't get a takeaway, but overall, what did you make of just the defense and why they did have some of the struggles in this game?
Given the circumstances, new offensive coordinator in Chicago, 2 straight games without a touchdown. This was the worst that this Packers defense has played this season. Now, that's not a high bar because they played pretty well. Today was an exception, but what wasn't an exception, they still aren't getting home on the pass rush. I understand that the Bears had their bookend tackles back in the starting lineup today, unlike last week when they gave up 9 sacks to the New England Patriots. But this is still Caleb Williams coming in today, 38 sacks, most sack quarterback in the league. They've got to get home on a young rookie quarterback. There was some pass rush. They didn't finish near enough. That's got to get better. I think each week this doesn't get better up front. It's increasingly becoming a problem, and it's limiting what this Packers defense is going to be able to do in the long run. A Packers defense that's shown that there's a lot to like. There's a lot of upside there. But if you don't have a consistent pass rush in this league, and again today, they did it against the Bears offensive line that should have been there for the taking, it limits what you can do defensively.
That's true, and then overall, at the end of the day, the Packers did find a way to win this game. You could probably look at last year in those tight situations. They probably wouldn't have been able to win the game, but they get the job done. They beat the rival Bears. That's 11 straight victories for Green Bay over Chicago, and what a memorable day here at Soldier Field. So for Ryan Wood, I'm Dominique Yates. Thanks for checking us out.